Hey there, future coding masters. Welcome to Python for absolute beginners, where we turn coding novices into programming gods. Now, before you start wondering if we're going to be handling actual snakes, let me assure you, the only thing we'll be charming today is your computer.
It has been, in a word, exquisite.
Have you ever wondered how your favorite apps work or how websites magically appear when you type in a URL? Today we're going to unlock the secrets of the universe. Well, at least the secrets of Python programming. But wait, why should you stick around for the next few minutes or so? Imagine being able to create your own programs, automate boring tasks, or even build the next big app. Sounds cool, right? By the end of this video, you have taken your first steps into a larger world, the world of coding. And trust me, it's way more exciting than watching paint dry, unless you're into that kind of stuff. It's not like I'm here to judge or anything.
Don't judge me, monkey.
Now, let's get down to business. But first, a quick history lesson. In 1991, Guido van Rossum created Python. I don't know if I said that name correctly. You will forgive me for that. Legend has it that he was really into Monty Python's Flying Circus. So if you find yourself doing silly walks while coding, you are channeling the true spirit of Python. Imagine if math and English had a baby.
Congratulations.
And that baby grew up to be really good at solving problems and bossing computers around. Python is a programming language, and it's one of the friendliest languages out there. It's like that cool teacher who explains things so well, you actually remember them. But why Python? Let me ask you this. If you had to choose between wrestling a crocodile and petting a puppy, which would you pick? Most sane people would go for the puppy. In the world of programming languages, Python is that puppy. Friendly, easy to handle, and won't bite your head off when you make a mistake. It's designed to be readable and straightforward, almost like you're writing plain English. So if you've ever sent a text message, congratulations, you are already halfway to being a Python programmer.
Who would you guess texted me just now?
But why should you learn Python? It's versatile, easy to read, and it's used by big names like Google, NASA, and even some of your favorite online shopping sites. Imagine telling your computer to do your homework, and it actually does. Okay, maybe not that far, but with Python, you can automate tasks, analyze data, and even create games. And here's a fun fact. The first program you will write in Python is called Hello World. It's like the initiation ceremony for coders. Before we start coding, let's set up Python on your computer. To get started, we need a Python interpreter. Think of it as a translator between you and your computer. Instead of French or Spanish, it speaks Python.
Understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Now let's get Python set up on your computer. Head over to python.org and download the latest version. It's free because apparently not everything good in life costs money. And if you can't figure it out, just remember Google is your best friend. Once it's installed, you will have access to something called the Python interpreter. Think of it as your new best friend who's really good at math and following instructions. You can type Python commands and it'll execute them faster than you can say syntax error, which by the way you'll be seeing a lot of. Now we'll need a code editor, and for this I recommend that you download VS Code or Visual Studio Code, which is also free. This is where we'll be writing and running our code and programs. Open VS Code or any of your favorite code editor. Create a new file, and VS Code will prompt you to pick a language of your choice, which in this case will be Python. Ready? Here comes the moment of truth. Type this magical incantation. That's it. You just wrote your first line of code.
What is this game?
I know, it's not exactly a blockbuster movie plot twist, but it's a start. If programming were cooking, this would be like making toast. But don't let its simplicity fool you. You've just communicated with a machine. You're basically Tony Stark now, minus the cool suit and billions of dollars, obviously. Let's break it down. A print statement is a built-in function that tells Python to display something on the screen. What's inside the parentheses or brackets is what we want Python to say. The quotes mean it's a string. Think of it as a fancy way to say text. Now let's make things a bit more exciting. How about we ask for the user's name? How do you think that would change our code? What we know so far is that the print function prints something to the screen, but what if we wanted the user to give us some type of information? Well, it turns out that Python has another built-in function that allows us to do just that, called the input function. Now let's see how it works. This code does a couple of things. The input statement is a built-in function that asks for the user input. The name variable is where we're going to store the user input. This is an F string that lets us insert our variable into the text. So what have we learned today? We've learned that Python is a friendly programming language. We've also learned that Hello World is your initiation to coding. Another thing we've learned is that print is your new best friend. Input lets your program ask questions. Variables are like labeled boxes for storing information. F strings let you mix variables and text like a coding DJ. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Don't be afraid to experiment and make mistakes. It's like cooking. Sometimes you follow the recipe, sometimes you add a dash of creativity.
Just smell that. And smell that.
And sometimes you accidentally set the kitchen on fire and burn it to the ground. I don't know if I should be openly encouraging you to do that, but yes, burn that kitchen to the ground. Learning to code is a journey. You'll face challenges, you'll make mistakes, and you'll probably want to throw your computer out of the window at least once. But stick with it, and before you know it, you'll be coding like a pro. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into Python, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Next time, we'll explore variables. Trust me, it's going to be variably exciting. Connie, I know I'm a programmer, not a comedian. Leave a comment below with your Hello World story. Did it work on the first try? Did you accidentally summon a demon? Let us know. Until next time, happy coding. And remember, in Python, we don't say goodbye, we say exit.